Okay, so we want to do 21 out of 7.2, which says what? What are the instructions? What was section 7.2? Oh my god, I haven't done math all week and I forgot all of it.
Do it by completing a square.
Okay, so I'm supposed to complete the square on this thing, right? So I might notice that the left-hand side of this is a what kind of thing?
Equal.
It's a what kind of trinomial? This is a perfect square trinomial, which is in the special forms factoring, right? So I might notice that. If I don't notice that, I'd have to move the 25 to the other side, make a blank, figure out what goes in the blank, right? Yes? It turns out that if you do that, right, if I kind of think about this as w plus something squared, what's going to go in the blank? 10 over 2, 5. So these actually are the same thing. I didn't need to worry really about doing the whole full-blown blanks kind of completing a square. I can just notice. Okay, so I got this. So this step was something like notice perfect square trinomial.
And you want to extract the root.
Okay, so how do I extract roots?
You put plus or minus the square root of w plus 5, and then you do, or you don't, yeah, not, yeah.
Okay, so I have plus minus square root both sides. What do I get on the left?
The square root of 1 over 4, plus or minus the square root of 1 over 4.
Left's the other side.
Oh yeah, you get just w plus 5.
Okay, I get w plus 5, and on the right-hand side I get plus or minus the square root of a quarter. You guys know what the square root of a quarter is?
5, like something.
How about, do you know what the square root of 1 and the square root of 4 are?
1 and 2.
So I get plus or minus a half.
Okay.
So w plus 5 is plus or minus a half. What do I do now? Okay, bring 5 to the other side. So I apply the idea of subtract 5 to both sides, right? So I get w is
Negative 5 plus or minus a half. Square root of 1.
okay, negative 5 plus or minus 1 half.
You already did the square root.
Yeah, I did the square root, so it's gone. Okay, now what?
Then you, like, do two equations. You do w.
Okay, so w is
Negative 5 minus 1 half.
right. W is either the plus 1 or the minus 1, right? Okay.
You want that as a mixed number?
Yeah, I'd prefer improper fractions, but we could go mixed numbers too. So, what's this one as a improper fraction? How do I do that? You guys remember how to add fractions?
Negative 4 half. Right?
5 times 2 plus 1.
So, 5 times close. All right, so I want to think about how many halves 5 is, right? Yeah. 10. So I've got negative 10 halves plus a half gives me
We have 9 halves.
negative 9 halves. Right, or you could write W is negative 4.5. I don't in particular like these because I'm sort of not sure whether we mean negative 4 plus a half or negative 4 minus a half. That complaint kind of makes sense. Really, we mean negative 4 minus a half. That's kind of bizarre, right? Okay, so not a fan of this. How do I do that one? How many halves is that?
11.
That's negative 11 halves.
So what if on the test we just give you, I don't know,
Do we mean here?
on the test if I did do the mixed number, I just left it in 9 over 2. Is that going to be like wrong or something?
No, no, absolutely not. This is the answer I would much prefer.
Okay.
If you're gonna write down mixed numbers, your two mixed numbers are -4.5 or W is -5.5. I'm not a fan of these. Cool. They're correct, but I'm not a fan of them. Other things? Does this help? The other thing you could do is you could look at this as shifting rules. Whoa, really? That's a horizontal line at a quarter, right? And this is the W squared polynomial shifted
Upward? Oh,
horizontally at least. Which way is it? Left or right?
Like the left hand is like it's 1 over 4, so it's like up 1 over -4.
So this is a horizontal line. I'm just talking about this thing, the W plus 5 squared. That's a left 5 shift.
what? Why is it left? Maybe I'm not like visualizing it very well.
We didn't do shifting rules, did we?
No.
This is still algebra 1. Sorry, scratch that. Never mind. It's a parabola somewhere.
There you go. That's
You
what I-
didn't mention it.
Cool, good. Sorry about that.